What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
Well, Harper Collins sent over their new book, The Lego Story, for me to review for you guys, and I thought, in addition to telling you my thoughts, I would count down the 10 most interesting facts I found out in the book that I actually didn't know before reading this. So before we start counting down those fun facts, I just want to let you know all thoughts expressed here are my own, and thank you so much to Harper Collins for sending this over. This is a really fun read, although it's a little bit of a long read because it does get into a lot of business dealings, so it's not quite as creative as some other big Lego picture books, but from a historical standpoint, I think this book stands alone. I wouldn't recommend it for super young readers just because it does talk a lot about business, but it's really, really great for die-hard Lego fans that want to learn something completely new about the company. In fact, every time I turned the page, I felt like I learned something I didn't know, and I talk about Lego for a living, so I do know a lot about Lego, but I know even more after having read this. So yeah, I really enjoyed the book, highly recommend it. I'll drop an affiliate link down below if you want to order it for yourself, and without further ado, let's start breaking down the 10 most interesting facts I found out while reading this book. The first fun fact I want to share is that the Lego patent was made in 1958 for the brick as we know it today, but there were earlier bricks from Lego that go all the way back to the late 1940s. Can you believe that we're coming up on almost 100 years of the Lego brick? At number 9, I was blown away to find out that the first head of Lego was actually a woman. This is Sophie Kirk Christensen, the wife of Ole Kirk Christensen, who started Lego way back in the 1930s. Ole Kirk was a businessman and a woodworker before he got into the plastic bricks business, and because of a lot of business ventures he had a lot of debt to his name, so it made more sense from a business standpoint to put the Lego business in his wife Sophie's name as they got started. One of the craziest facts is number 8, and there was a company in America called Elgo, L-E-G-O, that also made plastic bricks at the same time that Lego did. Elgo was founded in 1941, before anyone in America really knew about Lego. Elgo coincidentally made American plastic bricks before Lego went fully international. Funny enough, the name Elgo was not even a copy of the word Lego, but rather a combination of the founders' last names, Elliott and Goss. When Lego finally did come to America, they had to buy out Elgo for the rights and the patent and everything, and Elgo wanted $250,000 to be bought out, which is about $3 million today. Luckily, Lego talked them down to $25,000, and the rest is history. Now, if you're a younger Lego fan, you've probably grown up in a world where Lego was always easy to get, but in the 1980s, Lego really wanted to expand big time in America, and to do that, they actually partnered with McDonald's. In 1983, Lego and McDonald's restaurants co-promoted to expand Lego into the American market. This included McDonald's making material for TV ads in addition to distributing 25 million polybags of bricks with kids' meals. This continued all throughout the 80s, resulting in nearly 100 million bags of bricks distributed throughout the decade. It's pretty common knowledge that Lego likes to keep the peace, and they don't make historically accurate war sets or weapons, but did you know that at one point Lego actually made firing toy guns? The Peace Pistol was a first wooden toy, then plastic toy that was offered throughout the years from Lego from the late 1930s through the late 1940s. Did you know that Samsonite, the suitcase maker, actually made Lego bricks at one point? Lego and Samsonite suitcases briefly partnered in the 1960s as Lego bricks ventured into the American market. The original contract gave Samsonite the right to produce and market Lego in the American market for 99 years, where Lego would only receive royalties. Lego eventually got out of that bad contract, but it was enormously expensive to end it early. Lego has made several airport sets over the years, but did you know they actually built a real airport and founded it? In 1961, then Lego CEO Gottfried purchased a large plot of land outside of Billund, Denmark, where Lego was stationed, and slowly built up an airport there for the Lego company's use. Just 3 years later, Scandinavian Airlines would begin operating a commercial route between Copenhagen and Billund, thus starting the transformation from a private hangar into a public airport. We all know and love the Lego minifigure, which of course debuted in 1978, but did you know the first concepts of a Lego minifigure started to be talked about as early as 1957? There was an original concept for a Lego figure called the Lego Man, and he had overalls as well as a ball cap on, kind of similar to the figure that you see here, but not exact. There were all kinds of different sizes that were played around with as well, and I got to see some of those in person at the Lego house in Billund, Denmark, where they had a bunch of the prototypes on display. As you can see, they really toyed around with a lot of different sizes, a lot of different scales, before they ultimately ended up on the scale that we know and love today. I think it's crazy to imagine a world where Lego figures are significantly bigger or smaller than what we have, because what we got is just so iconic to the overall Lego brand, and I don't know, it's just crazy to me to think that it could have been something so different if we didn't get the one that we ultimately did. Little girls were actually a big factor in the creation of the Lego minifigure. Internal research at LEGO suggested that boys were more than happy to play with houses, cars, and trains, but girls cared more about how those builds related to human activities, thus necessitating a human to interact with their LEGO builds. This started as large brick-built people, but ultimately ended up as the minifigure we know today. One of the most classic themes of all time is LEGO Pirates, but did you know it was actually kind of a gamble when LEGO debuted it in 1989? When the Pirates theme debuted in 1989, there was some nervousness around the inherent violence of the theme. It also introduced new weapons, new face prints, and new articles of warfare, but it proved to be a massive success. The 11 sets from its debut year ended up being LEGO's biggest success to date. And it's hard to talk about LEGO history without acknowledging LEGO Star Wars, so I saved our #1 fact for the LEGO Star Wars drop in 1999. LEGO had a turbulent time in the 1990s, competing with digital toys as well as video games, but partnering with Star Wars helped save the company from financial ruin and even helped secure them the honor of being named Forbes Toy of the Century at the end of the decade. LEGO Star Wars sets sold $130 million in sales when it debuted in 1999, and on the day The Phantom Menace came out, one Toys R Us alone sold 50,000 LEGO Star Wars sets in a single day. So I hope you enjoyed these 10 fun facts. There's 400 pages worth of LEGO history in this book, and these are just 10 facts that I found pretty interesting, so if you want the full story, check out the link in the description below where you can order this on Amazon. It would definitely make a great gift for Christmas, for yourself, or for somebody else, so I hope you enjoyed the book. Let me know which of these facts you found the most interesting, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.